Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Teach Quill how to play Total War. Again, I'm recording these episodes sort of back-to-back, putting them up, and then looking forward to as many comments as possible before the real Let's Play starts, so that we don't completely screw everything up. Still thinking back to the that first battle, I still don't like how well, it wasn't necessarily close, although our front lines were pretty beat up. But it feels like, you know, losing a little bit more than we needed to. I don't know how quickly people replenish their numbers, like reinforce. There's probably some sort of stat on that. I know there's a building you can get that, like, this thing here is adding 3% more casualty replenishment rate, but I don't know if that's like, do you replenish like 10% of your casualties per turn normally, and this makes it so you replenish 13% of your casualties per turn, in which, like, you know, that sort of number, like that, so it's effectively, this is a 30% boost, or whatever it is to whatever the base is. There's probably a wiki that explains all these things, and I'll have to go and check that out afterwards. We do currently have Mount Gunbad under siege here, because their garrison's a wee bit scary. I'm actually wondering if I should just lift the siege and go and beat up these guys. I don't even know if I can reach them. I can. I just wonder if that's a really, really good idea or not. I mean, there's really no one there, so I'm not worried about them necessarily reinforcing and causing a problem here. But things that could cause a problem... Now, we have... Where the hell are we? There we go. We have a garrison here. 14 troops there. Only 6 troops here. Now, there's not a ton of people in there. So they probably can't take Karak, but the question is, can they take the Pillars of Grudny? And if so, what I'm thinking is of getting the Dwarf Keep up to the next level, Tier 3 over here. I was hoping to do it in my capital, because I really want to level up some of these things, specifically in the capital. But I'm wondering about this, because right now, what do we have? We have 1 Dwarf Warrior, 3 Miners, 2 Quarrelers, so it's going to be sort of even, and without a Lord, we'd actually have a disadvantage over here. How long does it take? 4 turns to do. So that's not really going to work out either. I'm going to start it, but here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to recruit a lord over here, so that we'll have a leadership aura around us. Charge defense against all. Maimed arm. So... Now that's interesting. So this guy specifically, this one is armless. This one specifically would have a penalty to his melee attack, but everyone in the army would get +3, which is kind of nifty. I do like just more flat leadership, though. +3 defense is what I meant to say. The leadership's quite nice. Hero self-defense, +10% chance of wounding aggressors. Oh, if you get, like, assassinated by a hero or some damn thing. Yeah. Cheaper construction's interesting. We just hire this guy and park him in town. Okay, let's do that. Boom. And we're going to take our hero over here, and we're going to have him try to join up with that unit. And we're going to get you garrisoned officially in the city, which should also... It might give public order, but he doesn't really have an army. Now, do we want to actually build an army? I don't feel like we have enough income to really justify that. So I think we're just going to leave the Lord here so he can give extra support. Now, it looks like this blocks the pass completely. Yeah, so people can bypass Karak, but they cannot bypass the pillars, because you can see the red area there. There's no way for them to skip it. So I don't have to worry about Mount Squidhorn. Okay, so with 6 troops and a lord, they can probably hold off against that, hopefully. Especially since we'll be on the defense. And then, yeah, we'll finish the other building. And we'll just keep sieging up here. Looks like those are some bad guys over there. I don't remember which bad guys those are, but they are some. Yeah, you're going to be raiding. And that's what I mostly expected, that they're going to start doing some raiding, taking some money, causing some public disorder. Miners would dig to the... something in the deeps. Tunnel too far. Public order growth penalty. We've dug too deeply and too greedily, you guys. So if they're just going to stay there, maybe I do need to, like, mount some sort of attack. But yeah, I am very concerned about the money. Alright, do we just go over here? Kind of even... I don't think so. 4 more turns, they start taking damage.
I declare war.
I think if I were to change my mind now, it would be crazy. We would just gotta hope that that's fine.
Lord of Clan Morgrim.
Yeah, we don't have the money. I do have to beat them up for their grudge, though. What else? Camera panned oddly. I was expecting another army to come up here and merge with that one, and that would be very displeasing. Speaking of things that are displeasing, so we're going to be facing a whole lot of guys, because they actually did get a reinforcement army over here. Now, we're going to be on the defense with a disadvantage. Since they've already moved, I suspect we could just retreat. And assuming we retreat in a good direction, they probably couldn't catch us again. But that's a lot of guys. I should probably just run away, right? I mean, maybe I take this one. Okay, here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to assume that this battle is a loss and that the correct answer would be to run away. But I will go and take this battle as a learning experience because, again, easy fights don't teach anything. It's only difficult fights where you can learn certain things. It's possible these guys are going to come in 2 separate waves. There might be a little bit of stuff from there. I would love if we had a second siege weapon here. Again, they'll be forced to come to us. I guess we could have checked the terrain first as well to see what that presents. And not everyone's at full strength either. Oh, shit. Yeah, they're going to come from literally behind. So we're going to take everyone. And we're going to defend over here. We've got a bit of a hill. Not much. Well, no. No, not a hill at all. And I'm going to assume it's not really possible for people to get behind us. I don't know if that's true. Now, this might be a good opportunity for hiding some people. There's some trees over there. Like, we could deploy on this side. Ooh, the bright light makes it very hard to see where our deployment area actually is. But that actually might be the better angle. Now, the only reason with going back here is it gives more space, so that way they'll have to be within bombardment range longer. And I think I'm going to prefer that. So, let's build up from the rear. We're going to put down the grudge thrower. Now, do I want to turn it so that it's going to face something ahead of time? This is going to be the bigger army, I believe. So let's get you here. Then we'll get all you folks. I think you can like draw a line with shift. No. I think there's a way to do it, but I don't know what it is. I'm going to go with something kind of like this. Actually, you don't need to be quite as spread out. Kind of more like that. Do I just want to cluster everyone up here? Let's do something like that. I'm going to put the miners in the middle. Go. Something like that. Something like that. Who's left? Oh, yes. Let me just get you guys over here. So our lord, we're going to put sort of central for now, and you've got some range possibilities. So I'm going to pull these archers, these quarrelers back a little bit here in the middle. And we're going to get you positioned here so you can do your range stuff and then close in after that. So right now, I've got a huge advantage because the enemy count is really low. But these guys are going to join up, and I don't think it'll take them very long to join either. That being said, there's something to be said about getting the grudge thrower facing... Maybe, yeah, we'll get you in like this and facing that way at first. So you might be able to get a couple of volleys off right from the start before the reinforcements show up. I don't know what the timing is going to be like. So I kind of expect to lose this. And there's the reinforcements. And there's a shit ton more that way. Again, I could get my lord on one of the edges. They've got mounted archer cavalry, which is going to be very annoying. We'll probably have to get our own archers to try to focus on those. Wow, the accuracy on this stuff is pretty bad. Here, focus over here, because even if you miss, it should be relatively okay. I could also, there's a way, I don't know if it's control click or whatever, you can get it to ground attack. That missed completely. Wow. Artillery, not really doing the job. Now, we're about even on stat-wise, and they've got more missile cavalry coming in. That's terrifying. Miss. Miss. Okay. Let's get you... The range on that is pretty low, but that's okay. Something like this. They're really going to go for a move towards the left here. Let's get our lord. Well, no, they're swinging back a little, so I don't know. Maybe in response to me moving. I'm going to want to turn the artillery at some point. Where is it? Right over here. And what's the range on that? I can't... This cone is really hard to see that far out. Because I really want to face this army. Because our ability to shoot those guys is going to be considerably better with the way that they're clumped up. So I'm going to need you to start your turn now. And be ready to shoot at the bigger army. Now they are all mounted cavalry, right? Yeah, so I'm not as worried about them necessarily doing a charge. Although maybe I should be. They're going to hit this side, which is a little bit weaker. It is going to be in our radius, though, so... I would really like it. Your weapons, they don't have any specific armor piercing or anything, right? No, actually, they don't armor pierce at all. What they have is freaking explosive damage. Which might mean do not focus on the Lord at all, which actually makes this positioning kind of okay. Is that Lord mounted? He is, and he's actually going to flank these group. So that's not great. Maybe countercharge a little. Okay. Lord on Lord. Go for it. How are we doing over here on the flank? Some shots coming in. Now, what I can do is, maybe I'll move these guys a little further this way, and then these guys fill in that gap. And get the archers, what is it, Alt and click? Just rotate a little bit more. There we go. Meanwhile, you are indeed targeting these dudes, which is fantastic. Because the way they're coming in is going to be really good for the angle of attack. You are firing, which is good. This flank is... Wow, their leader's already broken. I don't know if it's too late to target toggle guard mode. There, do this. Go into guard mode. I think what you're going to have to do is come back to the center where the action is and provide a little bit more cover there. Okay. These guys are still just chilling here. They're shooting into my guys, but I might want to turn the second group of archers. I don't know if that range is going to be sufficient. Again, I'm having a really hard time spotting the ranged arcs. This one can go up to there, so it's probably okay. Actually, hold on. You move up to here. There we go. Something like that. Alright, we're still lighting these guys on fire. Hooray! It's got to be pretty demoralizing. Oh, that's the leader coming back. I'm going to take you and just make sure, because you're already pretty low on hit points. We'll pull you back like this and more explicitly protect this flank. Alright. Some of these guys are about to break. Now, you are in range, right? Wow. I wish there was... If there's a way to make these arcs more visible, please, please, please let me know. Because I have a really hard time seeing them. It's probably worse on this terrain than some others. But so we have double archers shooting them. And I've got to assume... I don't know what their stats are. I guess we've got some over here. Their... range is 100. What's our range? 160, so we can definitely outrange them. But, I mean, they're just shooting the guys at the front. Missile damage 21, missile damage 16. So ours is better. Although, what is this? They have poison. Oh, poisoned arrows. Oh, yeah, poison attacks. But, yeah, so we must just win that sort of range battle just fine. This is certainly the attack that's a lot more scary. Coming in here. You are still well in an arc, though, so that's going to be all right. And yeah, just keep shooting these guys. I don't know, actually, I might need to encourage you to hit those guys. Are you seriously repositioned? Wasn't expecting that. But yeah, hit that. Like, just land stuff right in the corner. Enemy lord is wounded. Oh, shit. Is that my lord that's still chasing him down? It is. So, I mean, kudos for wounding him. But now I'm going to have to double-click you to run home. Run! Come over here. Run this way. I screwed up a little bit. These guys are broken and actually routed off the map. That's really good news because it means that I can very comfortably redeploy my archers this way and actually consider advancing a little that way. I'm going to keep these guys here for now. But we could maybe set up for a bit of an encirclement. More breaking. Okay. And yeah, you keep firing at the archers. Especially if they're clustered like this. We still have... Okay, these dudes here are officially out of ammo? Ammunition... Well, I think they have 3 each, so there's like still a couple of guys in there that still have a couple. So, that's fine, and then you'll presumably... I think you automatically go... Yeah, you automatically go to melee mode at that point, as far as I understand it. Now, I don't know if I wanted you to just, like, run through these lines, though. Things are going to spread out a fair bit. Our archers are getting into position. Okay, I'm not worried about getting flanked. So you're going to scrooch up a little more this way. Actually, you are going to go up there, and then you are going to come into this gap. You're still firing. Focus on those guys. My lord is going to run into battle here. Got to be a little careful. He might end up doing some chasing, but... So then, like, these guys... We must be able to... I don't know if that counts as a flank attack at all. Can I encourage you guys to move up this way? And then come in? That's something I'm not sure about. I mean, you're losing, so that's good. We're starting to run a little low on ammo on all of our ranged units, and really that has been our great strength so far. Okay, meanwhile, I'm going to get you to officially come in on these guys. Is there anyone who's not fighting right now? These guys are not. Everyone else is. Good. You're having a bit of a difficult fight over here. No, you're fine. Over here. And here. You're finding that a little hard. But your flanks are going to be opening up here. These guys are already running away. Yeah, there's a lot of guys in the middle here. How's our leadership situation? Is everyone feeling pretty comfortable? That's the only one where it's flagging a little bit. But you're in range of the Lord, so I think that's okay. I'm going to get you to reestablish a line over here. Okay, they're broken. Now, they're broken as well. Excellent. I think it might be time to charge the archers. They're apparently not too bad in melee. But I still have faith. There's a lot of dudes in the middle here. Let's see if I can get my Lord to shuffle over. Most of them are about to break. Actually, most of them have broken. Archers are still, you know, having area. Could actually get them to scooch up a little bit, just in case. Because you're okay, you're all broken. Oh my god, the victory is here. Holy shit! I did not expect to win this at all. So, despite the win, I'm sure there's several different things that I did wrong. Again, I find it murder as art achievement, okay? I do find it much easier to defend rather than attack, which I think makes a lot of sense. Now, one of the questions is, like, what did this do to the garrison? We only lost 100 dwarves? Holy cannoli. That is, holy, wow. That's really good. That's really good. So, what did it do to the garrison? Can I just, like, go right away? I mean, I still have my siege, right? We're going to go and execute, because I don't know if we still have the buff for that. The Bloody Spears are running around in my territory. Again, they'll probably... Ooh, Confederated. Okay. You're probably just going to keep doing that, which is fine, I suppose. It still says 16, but they're pretty badly beat up. The question is whether these people will come back in a second time from behind me and kind of mess up my approach. First of all, I don't suppose my Lord leveled up, did he? Yes, he did. Okay. So we have all that Axe Lord. That must have been helping a lot. Not getting tired seems good. 3% more ammunition isn't a lot of ammunition. It might be, like, super critical and awesome. We could give my Lord more armor and more strength overall, but he's kind of doing his job. I think what I want to do is I do want to unlock, like, one of these abilities, like Rally. So, either a level in Tactician or a level in Obstinacy. I don't know what's more important. We haven't actually run out of ammo yet. I'll take a level in this, so we get a little less tired. And then I think next time we'll be able to take Rally, and we'll have our first activatable ability.
I declare war on them.
What's our timer on this?
Destroy them.
It's equal. I'm just worried about these other guys. Okay, I'm just going to hold off for now. If these guys move away, then I'll probably attack. But otherwise, I'm just going to sit tight. Right, you are joining up these guys. We do have some money in the bank. I could probably go and build up an army to go and do this now. And it would be good, because it's a grudge and everything. Oh, what do you want? Hello. Military alliance, and you'll pay me money. Yes, please. I should take another look at diplomacy here. You guys are still stealing money from me. And hurting my public order. They want to attack Gunbad. Well, that's good. I want you to attack Gunbad.
Arcane winds on the claw
Embed yourself. So that'll give us a little extra muscle in this army. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm going to spend some money on. I'm going to go for 1, 2, 3 of these. Certainly 2 Quarrelers, and then this. And then that's probably going to be enough. I think that'll give us extra strength. That's exactly 2 turns worth of reinforcements, spending most of our money. You did move away, and you're coming in. Okay, I can probably just get you to assist in this battle then. So that's what we'll do. We're going to put a cut in here. When my allies get close enough that they'll be able to lend aid in the battle, then we'll go ahead and trigger it. These guys are probably mostly just running away. I don't believe they're in a situation where they can challenge Mount Squidhorn, so that's going to be fine. Thanks for watching, and next episode we'll attack Mount Gunbad. See you then.